funny thing is, I'm not actually like a gun enthusiast. I'm not one of those that, collects. I'm always at the range, every week or anything like that. I just realized the importance of, gun ownership, private property rights going hand in hand with it. So to see people talking about it right now and, to the point to where they want to really, you're talking about taking these people's guns, more further bans, further regulations. And it just really gets me riled up.
Yeah, what frustrates me about some issues, like you're talking like budgets. Who doesn't know you shouldn't balance your budget? That's a simple one. The gun one, a little bit different though. When it comes to Second Amendment, their ignorance of it is what frustrates me.
Oh man!
If they came at me from a position of really wanting to discuss and didn't get into this nonsense, of course, if you want to hunt, but you can't hunt with an AR and all of that nonsense. Yeah. If you knock that off, it'd be cool. But they have this whole other world that like gun is something else to them.
Right. It's insane. It doesn't make any sort of a sense, but it just goes back to the whole, it's like a moral sort of this grandstanding that they try to do. They think they inherit the moral high ground on each and every issue, more particularly obviously with gun rights. So when an unfortunate event such as what happened out there in Florida happens, they use it as a now they're going to the extent of using these kids to really further their agenda.
They're using them, right?
Yeah,
that's what's going on.
Somebody's feeding them these lines. It seems pretty obvious at this point, but it's very, very unfortunate because we're not talking about ways to legitimately really prevent these sorts of scenarios. They're not talking about maybe bullying. We're not talking about what was going on in this kid's household or anything like that. We are talking about banning a particular weapon and really making other people pay for the mistakes of other individuals.
Think about this kid that did all the murdering down there in Parkland, right? Mm-hmm. The guy who did this. I am not justifying it, and it's not like I have a lot of love for this guy, based on what he did. He's a human being who nobody when they're born, God's like, all right, I'll give you a choice. You can be the Fortune 500 billionaire, right? Run that Fortune 5, or you can be the one who murders 17 kids at a school. And they're like, give me a minute to think about this.
Yes.
No one wants that.
No, not at all.
You're crazy. You've got something going on. So let's get to the problem. The opioid addiction, people that want to shoot up schools, all of that crap, it's coming from the same place. Perceived lack of opportunity and
absolutely.
Bullying and stuff.
Absolutely,
right?
Yeah. Bullying. We talk about these households. It was his kid's father around, and just other things that have to do. If we were all in high school, at least a lot of us went to definitely public schools, and we see some of the grimy stuff. Unfortunately, some of us even participated in it, and just bullying, and it's a lot more to that because a gun is just this inanimate object. But for somebody to want to really start taking out their frustration or taking out whatever emotion that they have on to other individuals like that to the point of killing them at their school, there's obviously some underlying issues, and we should be attacking that obviously and finding those sorts of solutions rather than again trying to make other responsible gun owners really pay for the mistakes of somebody else. That doesn't make sense.
Well, and I'm frustrated with this Hog kid and the others too because it's for the fact that we cannot even challenge them. Laura Ingraham, she said he was whining. That's all she said. Then apologize, whatever. And they have targeted her that you can't even challenge them on their ideas yet. They won't even come on programs like this. The only place they go is CNN, MSNBC, and these because it's a show. It's not real. Oh, yeah. It's fake. Oh, yeah. But what happens to these kids down the road?
Oh man, they're coddled, right? That's what ends up happening. It's this echo chamber is what they're participating in. They go to talk to people that already agree with them pretty much, on every issue one way or another. But that's not teaching them how to have any sort of honest or cordial dialogue or having their views challenged.